If that don't give you goosebumps right now, I don't know what's wrong. Something's wrong with you. You need to step outside and come right back because that was amazing.
We were talking about this before. It's so rare for us to have the full band here because a lot of times artists stop by and they just bring a guitarist and they just do an acoustic show, which we love. It's very intimate, but this is what this room is made for.
In fact, I think, honestly, Jackie, I think you might, and Whitney will probably attest to this, I think you're the first full band for the bowl that we've ever had here. Yeah, so that's cool.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's really cool. It's like we walked in and Jake and I were like, whoa, drum kit's out. That's awesome. It's great. It's so cool. So good job, guys. Sound great. Jackie, welcome to the lounge. We're so happy to have you. What a crazy experience the last year of your life has been. Not to say that it hasn't been crazy anyways. You're a mom, you're married, you got a family, so you're always on the go. But you've done engaged. Okay, sorry.
Don't put it on. Don't put it on paper yet.
A little early. I'm trying to rush things along. You got a big career ahead of you.
She's in her free trial period right now, dude.
You did American Idol. You did that for a while. You made it through those rounds, and then you jumped over and you took some time off, and now you did The Voice. And this year you just crushed it. And as we all have some mutual friends within the audience today and on Facebook as we all stay in touch, our friend James, it was so fun to watch your journey through his adventures on his pages, because every time you would advance to the next round, you could tell in the way he was typing. You could just tell it was so, and I don't have to even talk about it. It was so cool because I called him one day on the side, and he's like, man, I just love her. I want to see her go do so good. So now that you've had this experience, how has your life changed in the last year? I mean, I know it's changed a lot, but give us an example of like from start to finish.
Well, the first month that I had to go to do blinds and everything, it was like 45 days of just waiting around, and we had left for LA in mid-June. So just imagine from June until December 19th was how long this whole process took. So I would say after playoffs, I got to go back home for a little bit, and grocery shopping was fun because everybody was like, oh my God, are you Jackie? There's no way you're Jackie. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Jackie. And it didn't click to me, that it was that big of a deal. I was just like, I'm on a reality show. And I didn't really think that Oregonians were behind me because it's not known for music, like it's not like Nashville. But come to find out, because I was just there in Nashville, they know me better here than they know me over there. So we filled the room in Nashville, but it's not like they stopped me, They're like, oh, hey, Jackie. And like,
Yeah, different story. You're at Winco shop, and they're like, there she is.
Yeah. Like, can I take a picture with you? And my daughter's like, I'll take a picture for you. It's so sweet.
She's your own little photographer. I love it. That's great.
Free.
That's cool. And making it through each round, did it get more and more intense for you? Because I always, and I said this earlier, Jake loves to make fun of me because I'm such a nerd for these reality shows. I love them. But I notice at each round something new comes along. So the blinds are one thing, and then you get to like the top 24, then it goes top 12 and stuff. At one point, do they start to say, okay, we know you're advancing. The outfits are changing. The equipment is changing. You got ears and monitors in your ears all of a sudden. Is there certain levels you have to get to advance to that level? Because like you're dressed to the hilt tonight to go to a major show. We should be doing this tonight at like midnight instead.
That's how I always dress.
That's why you're getting so much attention.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's not grocery store wear there.
Hi, this is me, Jackie.
I would say, okay, the blinds was the scariest because we didn't have any monitors, and their monitors on their stage, they're not like wedges. They face straight up, and the crowd is 360, so they're screaming through essentially your monitors. So I couldn't really hear myself. All I could go off of is the kick drum. So I'm just trying, and I almost cried going on stage because I hadn't seen my daughter in 45 days, and there she is as soon as the doors open, and I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot fail right now. She's looking at me. And so I start like kind of crying, and I'm like walking towards the stage, and these people are just stone cold facing me because they don't even know who I am. They're just like, she's probably not even gonna make it,
Dance for me, monkey.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, I just gotta shake it off and have fun. So you see me go, I'm settling in, and then I just blow, I blow the roof off the place because that's what I do, okay?
Right. Confident woman. Yes.
But as far as advancing goes, it was like that for the next couple of rounds. I mean, our battles were the same. You could see that Bias and I are kind of staying at the edge of the stage because that's the best place for the monitors. And that one was the scariest for me because I had already had a feeling that Gwen was going to pick Bias. So I just knew going in, I had to act like there was nothing wrong, and I had to give my best. We didn't get in your monitors until playoffs.
Okay.
And that was the song that I did the chain. And when I got the in-ear monitors, I was like, thank you, God. Now I can actually hear myself. Now I can put on a good performance, and it's not me being scared the whole time.
True.
So after that, and then when live happens, I mean, playoffs was important. They put me in a really nice getup. They were like, we're going to alter it for you. We're going to make you look amazing.
Do you have input on that, or did they just?
Yes. So I work with my stylist, and she would send me pictures, and she'd be like, what about this? I'd be like, no, that's not me. Like, at one point, she had, like, an outfit that made me look like Tanya Harding, like, ice skater. I was like, we're not wearing this. It's like, yeah, exactly, right? And so I didn't want to wear that outfit that she gave me. You know, I was like, why are my sleeves like this? So, you know, I'm used to wearing like jackets with fringe and stuff. She's like, just trust me. Ooh. And after that was the thing. It was like the jumpsuit. I'm the jumpsuit girl, you know. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, I would say the more I advanced, my favorite outfit was the Wildflowers, Wild Horses outfit.
The good one.
And I had my custom-made, very expensive in-ear monitors that they gave me. So I was like, I'm rocking the crap out of this song.
Yeah.
So that was great. It was
That's awesome. So do you feel it all along? I've done TV before, and it's wildly different behind the scenes. So like when you're actually there and the camera's on and all the people who aren't on camera are running around, it feels like a job site a lot of times. Does it feel like that on that level? Is it kind of weird to know that this is the other end of this is a produced masterpiece?
I will say that the worst part of the show was waiting around. I mean, call time was sometimes 5 a.m. You had to show up. You had to wait for your turn to get your makeup done, and then you just waited until it was time to sing. And you did your warm-ups, and so it was like 7-8 hours before you even actually sang, and you had to keep going every hour for touch-ups.
It's like a job.
Yeah, it was, and we don't get paid for that, so it was like. That's the time where we really bonded. You know, I'd be braiding Huntley's hair in between and like all that stuff, you know. So I would say that part was a job, but it really was worth it. And it was good for my voice that they kept me up that early and kept me, didn't have me sing till later because my voice doesn't even wake up till noon sometimes. So it was great.
Well, as a performer, we hear that a lot from the artist. They're like, we don't start singing before 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because they're up late, and they after parties and all that stuff. That you got to get rest and stuff like that. So we hear that a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So looking forward, we got a song coming out, Bad Habits, next month, 2 months.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know we all kind of know that it takes time to launch something like that. But why the wait? I mean, what do we have still to do before the song launches?
Okay, look, I've actually waited a long time. That song was recorded last December in Nashville, and I was gonna release it in March, which is when I got the call that I was gonna be on The Voice. So I literally
2 Decembers ago.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
I had it all typed in. I had spent like an hour getting everybody's credentials in for DistroKid, right? I'm like ready to go and submit it, and I get a call. I was waiting on one more email, and I got a call, and it was like, "You've made it." And I'm like, you're pranking me. There's no way. I've tried out 10 times. You guys always say no. And so I had to, hold off. But this time, the reason why I'm holding off is because we need 6 to 9 weeks. I have a huge distributor. It's not like DistroKid. It's The Orchard in Nashville. They're a huge distributor for like BTS, Pitbull. So they needed a lot of time to make sure that I get on the playlist because they really want to push this song and get me somewhere. So
Good.
That's why we're waiting.
We want to
hear
real
industry,
sing.
you guys. It's real work.
It's insane. We want to hear you sing, but I got to know one more thing. So when you're sitting there and you see John Legend and Gwen Stefani and Reba and Niall Horan, do you go, first of all, the thought in my head would be like, don't freeze, don't forget your lyrics, don't forget your words. Were you hoping that maybe it would go to one other judge, or you had an option to say, I got to definitely go with Gwen because I want the fact that maybe Blake Shelton might be a better assist on her side? Or did you have any of those thoughts in your head? Like, seeing Reba, most people are like, I'm going straight to Reba. It was like Blake for the longest time. You could just tell the country people wanted to go to Blake. And now, was it the same way this way for you? Or did you think, maybe John Legend can take me to an area that I've never discovered before?
When I was up there, I had already had an idea that I wanted Gwen, but not for Blake, literally for Gwen, because I really grew up on her Tragic Kingdom album.
Yeah.
I mean, grunge is what has molded my country rock, to be honest with
Right.
you. So it wasn't for Blake, and Blake had nothing to do with the season at all. So
Right.
even as an assistant, or he didn't even show up as her husband. So he just didn't show up. So I picked Gwen because of Gwen, but I am very grateful that Reba, saved me and stole me, because I had an incredible experience with her, and she just dove in. The difference between the other judges and Reba and Niall, they actually email you in between. They are invested. Wow. After the show, Reba emailed me. She's like, let's have dinner. Like, whew. She is, she put me together with her publishing company. We've been writing songs all week. She's like, I'm invested. When this song comes out, I'm sharing it. We're doing this. So.
She had dinner with Reba like 4 nights ago.
Yeah.
And now she's here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love that story because this was her first year, and I was really rooting her on because, to lose Blake was cool. He's been there for so long. But to have somebody like Reba come in, I wanted her to do so well, and, man, she nailed it. It was awesome.
She's literally a national treasure.
That's cool.
Honestly, protect her at all costs.
Yeah. Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear some more music from Miss Jacquie Rohr and her amazing band.